magician that's been on this show has tried to fool Penn and Teller, and then they tried to figure it out and explain in code how they think it's done. And I know what the rest of you must be thinking. You're thinking, why do they have to speak in code? That's rude. We also want to be included. We also want to know how it's done. That's why I'm going to show you a trick and explain exactly how it's done. So, Penn?
Yes?
I need you to choose a person we can trust. Somebody from the audience.
Oh, you want a regular audience person?
A regular audience member. Somebody...
Oh, okay. Well, you got the sweater. Give her the sweater. Give me the sweater.
You're seem fine. Do you mind standing in the very spot? And your name is?
Trevor.
Trevor, I want you to do me this favor. Imagine you have a deck of cards in your hands, okay? Hold them up. And do you want to pull out the number cards or the picture cards? What do you want to pull out?
I want to pull out the picture cards.
Picture cards. That means jacks, queens, and kings. Do you want jacks, queens, or kings?
Kings.
Oh, kings? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it, okay? Just, you know, take your time. You don't have to rush, you know. Is it still a king?
I still like kings, yeah.
You still like kings. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, or spades?
Spades.
The king of spades. Do you want to change your mind? One last second you have.
Yeah.
Different suit? What suit do you want to make
King
it?
of clubs.
King of clubs. Twist in this, it's dramatic. Okay, twist. I have a wooden box, and inside I keep a deck of cards. Now you start with the king of
spades,
and you switch to king of clubs. Very, very, very interesting. Because I have, as I told you, a deck of cards. Before the show, backstage, I went through the deck and I removed one card from the middle and reversed it. And it could have been any one of these, obviously, anyone that you named. But you named the king of clubs. And I'll show you every single card, every one of these, except for one card in the middle is the king of clubs. No, 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 no. I was really sure you're going to say king of clubs, that I took this card from a different deck. That's how sure I was. It's the only blue card in the deck. No, no, no. I was really sure. I don't have any other card but the king of clubs. It's the only card I have here. These are all blanks. Every one of these cards is a blank card. This is the only option, the only card you could have named. And I know you love to examine cards, so these are for you. Happy holidays. Enjoy. Enjoy yourselves. The first time I got fooled was when I was 13 years old. I went to a magic shop, and the man behind the counter showed me the first card trick I've ever seen. And I remember I was in awe. For me, it was a miracle. I said to him, "You gotta tell me how it's done." And he said, "Well, it's impossible. It's against the magician's code. But I can sell it to you for 50 shekels. I said, okay, I'm buying it. I bought the trick, learned it. And years later, I realized that even though I learned a great trick, I lost something in that store. I lost the mystery. I could never see the trick again. So I'm going to explain this trick to you. But keep in mind that once I show you how it's done, you can't unknow it. Do you still want to know how it's done? Huh? It's going to be 50 shekels a person. All right, it's the holidays, it's on the house. So first things first, you have to remember that everything on stage is a part of the illusion. Nothing is innocent, nothing is as it seems, because my goal is to create a moment that has no explanation. No explanation. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, why did I place the cards inside a wooden box and not just right on the table? I did it because I had to. So let's replace this box with a similar box made of clear plastic. And it's very, very similar, but what's special about it is that when you open the lid, it lifts the bottom with it, okay? So there's a little bit of a path. Also, there are magnets on the bottom of this box, and this table has a trap door. So when I place it right above the trap door, when I open it, it will open the trap door with it, and you can see that inside there's decks of cards. Yes, decks of cards inside. Now, at some point, if you remember, I was drinking. Why did I drink? I did not have to drink. I drank because I had to for the trick to work. You see, this mug has a little bit, 4 magnets on the bottom. And underneath the surface, there's a disc, a circular gear. So if I place it right about here, and if I now turn the mug, it will cause all the decks inside to rotate, okay? You know what? Let me just give you a much better view on this so you can really understand. This is a very strong magnet. So you understand how this really works. As you can see, you have all the decks in there. And when I place it right about here and rotate that, then in every one of the 52 decks, there's one card reversed. And obviously I took, as you can see, one deck because that was the card you named, so I had to take that one. And every other deck has one card reversed. Do you see how this could help you with the trick? I wanted you to feel for a brief moment what it's like to be on my side of magic. For a brief moment to enjoy the part that I find beautiful. But I did not want you to pay the price I paid. When I lost the mystery, I could not see the trick again. I made a choice. I chose to learn the secrets, but you didn't. And I can't make that choice for you. That's why I told you at the very beginning that everything on stage is a part of the illusion. Nothing is innocent. Nothing is as it seems. Thank you.
Oh, Steve, that was incredible. So you do all kinds of tricks.
Yes.
You come up with tricks. You do tricks. You make up tricks for other magicians.
I do.
How do you decide which tricks you're going to keep and which you're going to give to other people?
I keep the good ones for myself. No, I'm kidding. Actually, it's a personality thing. I know there's a trick that they say, wow, that's a great trick. Will never work for my personality, for my type of show. Or sometimes it's just by design. Somebody wants a specific trick, and I say, okay, how do we achieve that? And then I work with that person to create that moment. So it's a collaboration more than anything, of course.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Have Penn and Teller been an influence on you?
I think there's some fingerprints on this thing that are very much influenced by Penn and Teller, but also by one of my favorite magicians, Tommy Wonder, and many others, of course.
And are there like magic tricks you'll see and you can't figure it out from other magicians?
Unfortunately, it's rare. I want to. I like to be fooled.
But is there at least one that takes you a long time? Because I've seen them, when somebody will fool them, they get so angry and they walk backstage. They're like, you have to tell us how it's done.
But it's a good anger.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
No,
it's
exactly.
the only kind of anger you want to have in your life. Yeah,
but they can't stand it. It's so exciting. It's really fun. They're like, you have to tell us.
They're different.
It's so cool. Well, I was astonished. Let's see what Penn and Teller thought.
Sure.
Guys.
What a wonderful Christmas gift. Because you could have come on any show, anytime you wanted, and taken and won anytime. You've beat us backstage a zillion times. The trick you did with the iPhone, one of my favorites.
Thank you.
What I love about this is, forget about the method. We could not predict the plot of it. You know, we did not smell the two-dimensional picture coming, none of that. Even as you're watching the trick, you can't even predict the plot of it, let alone how you did it. I can't think of other magicians that can do that. You just have such fabulous ideas. And I want to make very clear to people that we're giving a special trophy for the holiday season. But if you wanted to come on any show, anytime you choose, you can fool us. You are the best. So here's a present for you. Here's our holiday trophy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. So good. Thank you so much.
Aussie wins! More Yuletide tricks coming up, including a performance by the Mistletoe and Only Penn and Teller. Stick